It's Saturday night tonight, the kind of last big night before we go ashore. Whether anybody's going to kick off and have a scrap, I don't know. I doubt it though. Everybody seems to kind of get on all right, don't they? Well, yesterday going through all that kind of passage, well, I suppose it wasn't a passage, it was a fjord, weren't it, with high sides. That was pretty amazing. It's hard to say because there's lots of things that you go, oh wow, look at that, oh wow, you know, that happens all the time. I think that's one of the weird things. At first you're kind of swamped a bit by all these new things and the scale of everything with it being so massive. You do get a bit used to it, but there's still lots of things that kind of get you. But I noticed that when we went, the first place we went where everybody first heard all the dogs barking, and when you first hear that sound, like whoa, 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 you're thinking, Jesus, what's that? And then after about 3/4 of an hour, you don't hear it anymore because you just kind of got used to it being in the background. But I wouldn't like to think that you would get blasé about seeing all this kind of stuff. It'd be terrible, wouldn't it? I have been a bit tearful sometimes, just because it kind of looks so amazing, you know, and you know, I'm not a religious person, but it just makes you think that anything that man can make, men have produced a lot of great art over the centuries or whatever, but an iceberg kind of basically pisses on it. I hope that I've learned something about climate change, you know, from talking to people who actually know more about it. I think that was one of the main reasons I wanted to come on the trip. Because it's all right to kind of read about stuff in magazines and to see things on telly, but I think if you really want to know something, or if you really want to get an insight into something, you have to have a personal experience of it. Certainly if you want to try and, you know, it's a moot point, you know, whether people are going to produce work that's directly based on what they've seen over these past 10 days or something. But if you want to stand any chance of any work coming out of it, you have to come and experience it for yourself. Because I think, you know, if it's based on second-hand knowledge, it doesn't work. So I don't know for myself what will come out of it. I'm sure something will, but I couldn't say exactly what. But I'll never forget it, that's for sure.